In just a few short years, Essential Caravans has become one of the most popular brands in Australia, and it's thanks to keeping things simple and affordable, like this F26 family bunk van starting at only $62,990. There's excellent privacy between the bunks and the lounge, and the appliances used are all top quality. The fit and finish is above expectation, and it has a nice, light, airy feel. Let's hear from our judges. Essential F26. Great to see a family van at Best Aussie Vans again. Mel, what did you think about the construction and the build quality?
It was actually quite good. It uses a standard box action chassis with alloy composite cladding. It has a one-piece floor, one-piece roof, keeps the wood out very nicely. Inside the van, the cabinetry was quite well put together. One feature I did notice, which is actually very hard to notice, is where some of the timberworks meets the ceiling. It's all been nicely sealed off. It was done quite well.
Yeah, no, I definitely thought it was a well put together van. Once again, that attention to detail, good fittings, everything open and closed as it should. The outside generator hatch, it was quite a deep hatch, but when then going on the inside, they'd utilised the space on the other side of that for a really large pantry storage, and then going around into the ensuite became the medicine cabinet. So this one hatch and one area of the van had been utilised in 3 different spaces, so that was a standout feature for me in that one.
One other odd feature I liked was the bunk bed ladder. Most bunk bed ladders you see in caravans are like sheets of ply with just a cutout, which are really hard on bare feet. This had a conventional aluminium ladder with decent steps and a great handle at the top. Nice and easy to get in and out of the bunk.
It sort of stood out to me that the bunks were really well thought out.
Yeah.
Pretty tight for room in a full berth van, but they'd made the most of it, by making the dinette area a little bit smaller.
In terms of towing, John, how did you find the Essential F26 towed?
Yeah, I think it was pretty good. It's got a pretty reasonable ATM at 2900. Buffeted around in the wind, but when you found a decent bit of road and good conditions, it towed really well.
I was quite relaxed behind the wheel. When we did have those crosswinds, I didn't feel it was affected as much as some of the other vans on test.
Yeah, that rolling coaster ride on some of those patchy roads, I thought it handled it quite well. But I thought that was the best of the leaf sprung ball coupled rigs.
The customer care seems pretty reasonable. They don't have a specific on-road coverage, but they've got 3-year warranty. It seems to be across the board now that all the quality appliances are now 3-year. So your fridge, your stove, so most of them are pretty well covered.
The little bit of cupboard space between the dinette and the shower, 4 shelves of storage, which you never find in a family van, which in any family van, of course, you're desperate for.
For a 4-bunk van, I felt that it didn't have bad value for money, but what were your thoughts on that, Ron?
I thought at that price it was a really good value van. Those guys use their van, and I think that shows.
I think they've packed a lot into that van for the money. It's great to see the developments over the last few years in design to be able to fit 2 bunks or even 3 bunks plus a shower and toilet into a van of that size. It's quite remarkable.
For a low entry price of only around $63,000, we feel that the Essential F26 offers a first buyer or a young family looking to tour Australia a lot.